The fuck? Like, that was borderline cannibalism. Eating mushrooms grown from mushroom people. That's cannibalistic. And even if you want to say it's not, it's still messed up. Like, I figured we were going down that route. But the more I saw from them, the more I'm saying, what in the This show is weird, man. I said it last week. This is the type of show that one wrong step and you're tumbling down the mountain. This is the type of show that one wrong step and you ruin all of the build-up. I'm happy to say that the first truly shocking episode, because yes, it was weird in episode 1, it was engaging in episode 2, but it wasn't to the point of being like, okay, yeah, there's humans turned animal. But it's not like we had the big twist or the big first moment. I think that's where this episode comes in. And I'm happy to say, for me anyway, the first big moment delivered. The ominous, creepy atmosphere from near minute 1, there's very few times there's actually no OST playing. They start off with some very ominous music and then it becomes a little more subtle, but like throughout the entire episode, if you watch with headphones, the music really enhances the creepiness, and the only girl with common sense during this whole ordeal is Akira, who basically is like, this shit's scary. Now here's the thing, I bet some people are going to say, how could they be so stupid? I already know that if you take an average group of people, there's probably going to be one person in that group who has common sense that maybe we shouldn't trust the mushroom people. If the world has then turned your village into animal people. I'll be 100%. It does make sense. It's infuriating for her and for us, but like, I'm glad at least one of them had common sense. But like, that whole... when people start dying and I wasn't sure where we were going. Either she was crazy because she ate some hallucinogenic level mushrooms, or they were messed up. And yeah, they were messed up, and what a freaking episode. Full live reaction over on my Patreon. If you want to see my mind break in real time to any of these episodes, it's going to be over there if you're interested. So, best episode out of the 3. So far, it's been a steady incline. I'd say it's been steady, and then it skyrocketed with this episode. I don't know if they can keep that momentum going. I already know people are going to call plot hole on one detail, which is the train tracks, which is they're still sending messages. The train tracks were like cut in half last week. So like, either 7G is doing some weird shit, which is possible, or it's a plot hole. I don't think it's a plot hole. The show's so weird that I imagine there's actually going to be an explanation on why the train tracks can still send that message. But, you know, I'll leave it till the end of the season. I'm not going to call anything in this show a plot hole until I see the full product, because it's impossible to tell. The thing with the anime community is we love to call things plot holes, because in certain cases I get it. If you see the train tracks last week pretty much get ripped apart, it's not even just that they're submerged, like they seemingly were cut into pieces. It's understandable that you would say they should no longer be able to do a little tippity tap and send a message back. My argument is, people are fucking mushroom people and animal people now. Time doesn't make sense with the 7G technology. I think we're in a pretty surreal world that I'm willing to give it until the end of the season to really figure out if things are plot holes or if the creators were just saying, do with it what you will. That's all I'm saying. But I do know one thing for sure. This is one of the coolest shows to watch this season. The dialogue is fascinating, as seen by last week, and it's genuinely freaky. Like, we know the overall path based on, like, the opening and endings and shit. Like, we got that map, right? But, like, this was so unnerving. Like, you know, like, it's not Higurashi level disturbing, but it kind of had a Higurashi vibe initially. The sunset, the village, like, it felt like they were acting a lot. Like, I think it was the very first moment it happens, like, they say something, and, like, 3 or 4 guys just go, like, and it's like, what the fuck, what did we do here? Like, what is going on with this show? And honestly, the worst part is I know people in my life that if you sat them down for dinner in this messed up world and they had mushrooms growing from their head, they probably wouldn't think twice about why we're eating mushrooms. I thought the dog was dead this episode. I said it last week, if anyone has a death flag, it's the dog. She scoots along to listen in to them talking as she gets up to go to the bathroom, right? And I thought that dog was a goner. I thought we were eating Sparky, that's all I'm saying. But like, it's so interesting because it's like one of the coolest things they've done with the concept of the 7G incident is that each location, something different happened, right? So far with what we know, our location, a lot of the adults turned into animals, right? And as we also know, over time, eventually they'll probably just become that animal, which could be bad. I mean, if you're a tiger, a bear, oh my, I mean, you're gonna lash out at some point, right? And with this one, we had them turned into mushroom people, which doesn't seem like the worst thing on paper. It's like, yeah, they got a mushroom on their head, but you know, if they actually keep it, like, I knew it wasn't gonna go well. You have something close to your brain, the little, you know, things are gonna go inside your brain and mess with you, which absolutely happened. But the interesting thing is how it almost becomes this cult-like religion, and they're able to leave, but like, they're so okay with dying in a year or two. People just pass it. There's no mourning. It's just like, yeah, we're going to die in 2 years. It's the way to go. Why fight? It's like, it's so messed up, but it's like, it's interesting that each of these stops are going to be their own interesting story of what essentially happened into the apocalypse. And then we're going to get to Ikebukuro, which seemingly is normal. At least that's the theory as it stands, based on the newspaper or whatever. And what the fuck happens after that? I don't know. But this was insane. I already know there's going to be some people who say it doesn't count as cannibalism if you eat the mushrooms off of mushroom people. All I'm going to say to that response is go live in the mushroom village if that's how you feel, because screw that shit. What did everyone think? I think this is the best episode, hands down. I wasn't sure if she was going crazy. I wasn't sure if they were actually creepy. And by the end, I just said Akira is the only character with common sense as it stands. Thoughts down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new around here. Of course, ring that bell so you get notified when I upload more. And like I mentioned, we have those full live reactions over on my Patreon. And hey, while you're over there, I'll also give you a video shout out. Alright, so today we got Hinokaga, Kovacs Adam, Roland Vermiglio, Bob Johnson, June Liu, and Jessica L. Compton. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care. Don't eat mushrooms for mushroom people, and have a good one.